Hello, Brummy. It's messaging, but it's showing nobody up on the screen. Oh, yeah, they're coming on now. How are you? Not sure if I'll get many on tonight. YouTube's been dead lately. I don't know why. Can you hear me, by the way? Brummy, can you hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me. Irie Lane. Right, coming through. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if many will be on tonight. Sounds okay. Cheers. If I stop, it's because I have to read. I can't read while I'm walking. Hi, Funky. Hello, Brian. Um, it's warmer during the day. It's not warm at night. It's got that like icy feel in the air at the moment. So I've started a little bit of a walk around in Benidorm on the what's known the area as, if you know Benidorm, it's called the Balcon del Mediterraneo or Mediterraneo. It's the little bit that sticks out between the two beaches. Hello, Jackie. I'm waiting for a few people to come on, by the way, because a couple of people have been messaging me today. They probably forgot. Yeah, so I'm in that little bit in the pointy bit that sticks out in the middle of Benidorm. You've got the Poniente that way and Levanti over that way. Hello, Julie. Levanti is that way. I'm going to do a little walk around the town, so it should be okay. Let's have a look. It should be okay walking through the town because Benidorm is dead. Absolutely dead. Just watching myself on the stairs. Right, Brian, you've asked three questions in one there. I flew with Ryanair. It was the last minute thing. It was a £30 return flight. No suitcase. You know what I'm like. I just take a hand luggage, a little shoulder bag with the essentials in. 5 t-shirts, pair of shorts, undies and socks. That's me done. Say hello if you just joined us. You can just see how quiet this place is, look. Right, Funky, the reason why I'm here for 5 nights. That was 5, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm here for 5 nights and I'm staying in 5 separate hotels. They are all 4-star hotels and all half board. So you'll have to watch out for them. It's Tuesday, so I'm on the second 5-star hotel at the moment. 2 are on the beach and 3 are slightly off the beach. Hello, Caroline. So I got a bit fed up going to places that look like dives, finding these places that no one wants to go to. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a little bit upmarket. By the way, none of the videos are sponsored. People think that I get these hotels for free. No, I don't. So I have to pay for everything that I do on this channel. If it is a sponsored video in the future, when I get hopefully a little bit more bigger, the channel gets a bit bigger, and anybody asks me to do a review of any premises, then it will be on the video. It will say on the video paid promotion. So don't think I'm getting all these hotels for nothing. What was that question then? I missed it. Do you know, I was here in December, if you watched the December video where I was staying at the Ambassador, which was under the 4-star hotel. If you haven't watched that video, watch that video. Places were all shut. But I've noticed now in January, there's a few more of the main bars, the bigger disco bars, have opened back up again. There are a few places, as you can see, a couple of shops behind me. Loos very quiet. I don't know, Julie, I've not visited many loos. You mean looks very quiet. What's your favourite hotel? You'll have to watch out for that one. 4 stars. Last night's one on the beach was lovely. I know, I knew what you meant. Last night's one on the beach was lovely. I'm a little bit inland on this one tonight, and this one so far, I've had no food, but this one inland is, I'd say, a little bit better than the one on the beach, personally. But the one on the beach is brand new. It's a brand new hotel. It's only been open a few weeks. But I'm not giving anything away. You'll have to watch the videos. They'll be coming up in a few weeks. Dom Pancho isn't one. There you go. Temperature during the day, it's around about 14, 15 degrees. Nighttime, it's about 4. What's it like at home? I believe it's freezing, isn't it? I'm saying absolutely nothing which hotels. You'll have to wait and see when they come up. Stop asking. Right, I have got a shout out, by the way. I don't know if I don't think they're on because they would have said by now, but at least they'll be able to watch the recording. And if I don't say it now, I will forget it. I've got to say a shout out to George. George contacted me today and asked me would I do a shout out for his dad. His dad will be 59 on Saturday. His name's Tony. So happy 59th birthday to Tony for this coming Saturday. They said they were in Alicante. I don't know what, I read off that, well, I got the message, but I couldn't understand the full message. They said that they were in Alicante, but I don't know if they meant they were in Alicante for a day visit or if they were staying in Alicante. So, happy 59th birthday, Tony, and that's from your son, George. I will do shout outs for people on lives. As you can appreciate, it's pointless doing a shout out on a recorded video because the recorded videos might not go up for a month. So if it's a birthday shout out, it's pointless. But whenever I'm doing lives and I put up the live notice on Facebook or on YouTube, then send me a message and I'll do a shout out on the live. I've missed a few messages. Right, let's have a look. Hope you're well. Where have you been? Well, I'm half board, Elaine. That is the purpose of the video. I've tried to find 5 reasonably priced 4-star half board hotels. So the prices you're going to get are going to include the food. It's -3. Oh, yeah. That's nice, isn't it? I'm saying nothing, Brian. Terrible food at Sherry's Bar. Now, you know, I had something to eat at Sherry's Bar a few months, middle of last year. And it was the homemade pie, and that was quite nice. So I don't know if you've had a bad experience, pal 555. I don't know. I suppose it depends what food you're getting. I mean, it gets a good reputation, Sherry's Bar. So maybe you just had a bad meal. I don't know. But even when you're looking there, if you know the centre of town, I'm right in the centre of town now. The Queen's Hotel is behind me, and this is Tappers Alley, and it's dead.
Half the stores
are actually closed. The whole of this area is booming during the summer. There are a lot of bars and a lot of the shops are closed. I'm losing these messages. They're coming up and then they're going back. Yeah, Tappers Alley. That's who's that? Jackie, yeah. Well, you know exactly what Tappers Alley is like. It's normally where you end up lying on the floor throwing up, isn't it? Yeah, that's Tappers Alley. It's not just empty, it's closed. You stayed, Hal stayed in the new beach, the Barcelo Beach Hotel on the front. What was that like? I'm not giving any clues away. You'll have to watch the videos. It'll be a surprise. If I tell you which ones I've done, then you're going to know which ones they are, and you can look them up on the internet and look at other people's channels and see what they're like. So you're going to have to wait. They're going to be 5 separate videos, by the way. Yes, it was in my favourite hotel. I'm trying to have different conversations. Funky. Yeah, the favourite restaurant in Krakow. That Once Upon a Time restaurant. I mean, I should really vary the food when I go in, but I don't. I always go for the same thing. I always have the lamb shank, and I don't know why. Because it's a huge menu. Hello, Margaret. This is so strange looking at it. This is Gin and Tonic Street, and even, you know, even some of the bars here are closed as well. The Levante Resort Hotel is awful. Do you know what, Brummy? It's on me wish list. As I say, someone asked me today. In fact, it was the hotel when I booked into the hotel today. The receptionist said, "Was it my first time to Benidorm?" A bit weird, that one. Mind you, no, I suppose it's not weird, is it? Obviously, people have never been to Benidorm. It was my first time to Benidorm. No, when I told her this was my 107th time, she looked at me like I had something wrong. But 107 times. Do you know what? I'd say exactly the same, Elaine. No, sorry, Margaret. I'd say exactly the same. Over the 40 plus years that I've been coming here, it's amazing how I've been coming to Benidorm for 40 plus years and I'm still only 21. January, February, March was very busy 20 years ago because it was the long stays. People, retired people, people of a certain age used to come out for 3 months. So to save themselves a few bob on the lecky and gas, they come out here from January, straight after Christmas, right through to March. But that's totally changed. Totally changed. It's been ages. We must try and go back, Elaine. Oh, pal, thank you very much for the the £5 super chat. Yeah, Torrevieja apparently is beautiful, but it's very small and it's more residential. That's what I've heard. I don't know. Brian, you've asked me, I'm sure you've asked me this question before. I do want to do something in Scotland. I haven't quite worked out what I want to do, but it is in the booking. People ask me, why don't I do America? Well, do you know, there's only one of me, and I'm trying to get around different places, trying to do different things, and of course, go to places I like. I mean, there's loads of places I could go to, and I wouldn't want to go to, because I wouldn't want to send you to those places. There's loads of places you can visit. There's absolutely loads of hotels I can visit. I mean, I know I've got a few more Blackpool ones coming up, but I'm trying to work out. I don't want to go down the line of the worst hotels, as in £15 and £12 hotels in Blackpool. I don't see the point, because the viewers aren't gonna want to go there anyhow. It might be okay for a bit of a laugh to rip the hotel to bits, but it's a waste of money for one. Because if I did do a review of a £15 hotel, I probably wouldn't stay there. I'd probably just do the review and then book into one round 50 quid. So it seems pointless. So I don't know what I'm going to do in Blackpool. I plan on doing a few more hotels on that one. And Scotland is defo on the list, Brian. Oh, isn't that weird? Rob from Wales have just read the message. Any plans on doing Blackpool again? Yes, it is actually, as I just said. So there you go. Great minds think alike. I've done the Lake District. I did one where I stayed in Windermere. I don't know if you've checked that one out. I've already done that one. Answer my question. I just did, Rob. Well, you know, I'm a Scouser, I can't really change the way I am, the way I've been brought up. And some of the sayings might go over people's heads, but if you're from Liverpool or the surrounding areas, you probably know what I mean on some of the sayings. Imperial Hotel is on the list, that was one of them. Now the Ruskin, I don't really think, Julie, I will be doing the Ruskin. Nice hotel, but there's a story about the Ruskin, and I really don't want to do it. I might private message you one day, Julie, and tell you why I don't want to do it. Yeah, cheers, bye. Yes, the Imperial is definitely one on the list. There's a Blackpool twice a year. Favourite hotel. No problem. I'm alone this time in Benidorm. Well, two of the hotels I've done in Benidorm are, where am I going? I'll go this way. Oh, do you know, look at this one. I walked into a street in the centre and it's woke up. Look how busy this one is. Yeah, two of the hotels out of the 5 in Benidorm are seafront hotels. So there's a clue. But I'm not telling you which ones. Everybody's on the internet now looking for 4-star sea view hotels in Benidorm. But they could be anywhere in Benidorm. There's Poniente, there's Levante. Could be anywhere. And 3 of them are inland. Yeah, this street's a little bit busier. Oh, look at that. A dentist's nightmare. Hello, June. That's nice to see some shops open. There's a lot of police presence in Benidorm for some reason. I noticed that last night. I seen about 5 or 6 cars. Thank you, Jane. Do you know what? I've had nothing but comments about Southport pontons. When I say comments, in general, talking to people that I know, and blaming me for it because of my video. Loads of people have said, see what you've done, you've gone and ruined a business. Well, I don't think I actually ripped pontons apart, Prestatyn and Southport. I didn't rip them. I always stated in the videos that, you know, if it's something that people can afford, that's all they can afford, then it's a place for them to go to. I never ripped it apart. I just said it needed a lot of TLC. I think there's more to this, by the way. There's more to these closing. Can't put my finger on it, but watch this space. Yeah, Julie, it's busier on this street. I think this is the main shopping street in Benidorm. It's right in the centre. Thanks, Rob, for the super chat, the £10 super chat. Much appreciated. Yes, so we'll have a little drink later on. Thank you very much. Can you speak Spanish? Can I speak any Spanish, Elaine? Well, I can speak a little bit. Do you know what? The sad thing about Benidorm is that, I'll tell you a little story. Years and years ago, right back when I first came to Benidorm, I learned a couple of lines of Spanish just to get by, and I thought I was so good because, you know, just to be able to order a drink, order some food. And I went into a bar and I ordered a couple of drinks. Now, it wasn't just your normal cerveza lager, if you don't know what I'm talking about. It was the proper whiskey and rum and stuff like that. And I could order them drinks. And I went to the bar and I spoke it fluent. And the guy turned around and went, "What did you say, lad?" And I thought, what was the point? The guy behind the bar was a Scouser, and that's right back in the 70s. So I thought, well, what's the point? And Benidorm's gone even worse now regarding the language. I don't think anybody in Benidorm speaks Spanish. A lot of the shops speak English. Most of the restaurants speak English. It's like an extension of the UK. So June, you're back here, and I couldn't understand your other comment before, and I noticed you deleted it, so I think it was your keyboard might have gone crazy. So you're back here in October. Do you know, Julie, it was minging. I mean, you know, but the problem was, a lot of the place, back to Southport by the way, I'm going from one conversation to another, a lot of the place was down to staffing levels. That's what I'd say it was. Obviously, Britannia don't want to pay staff. There's not sufficient cleaners, there's not sufficient maintenance people, and it just got neglected. I know, Funky, I did. I didn't rip it apart. You know, it's dated. And it would be dated, but the thing is, they didn't plough any money into it. Well, pal, I'm not commenting on that, but I think we're both on the same wavelength. I think something's in the background. They're denying it, but apparently they can house 3,000 people. But then again, I've heard it's getting pulled down and the housing estate's being done. Yeah. I like your little comment there, Gary. Or should I say, yes. Or should I say Ainsdale? Someone pulled me on that, you know, in the comments. Turned around and said, I'm being very picky. It is Southport. Well, you've got to drive a further 3 miles to get from Pontins before you actually hit Southport. Well, they haven't all gone. Breen's is still open, as you said. They haven't all gone, but we don't know yet. They didn't mention Southport at first. They only mentioned Camber Sands and Prestatyn. And then all of a sudden, Southport got thrown into the equation. I'm checking I haven't missed anybody. Is it old or new town? Which, Carlos, what do you mean? I'm in the old town at the moment. Well, I'm on the border of the old town, coming out now towards the Levante side. Brian, I can tell you another story on that. I was talking to somebody on the plane, and they turned around and said, "Oh, don't you work?" Just in the conversation we were talking, and they come out with a comment there, "Don't you work anymore?" Because I don't know, it came about, and I went, "I'm a YouTuber," and the person turned around and went, "You're a YouTuber, but you're so old." I didn't actually realise what they'd said. You're a YouTuber, but you're so old. Anyhow, That's what I'm trying to do, Funky. When I go to these places, I put myself in your, I put you in my place, if you know what I mean. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Would you want to go there? Would I go there? You know, there's several people doing more hotels now. I've noticed I'd say jumping on the bandwagon, but you know, hotel reviews have been going for a long time. But there's several people jumping on, and they're going for the shock factor. And I don't really want to do that. I'm hoping the channel grows to a level where I can afford to take it higher with better standards. That's what I'm looking for. So any money that I get from the YouTube adverts or donations or anything that goes into the pot will go straight into the channel. That's the plan, is that the channel will just pay for itself and hopefully take it to higher standards, better hotels, better places to visit. Somewhere where you will want to go. As I said, back to the hotels of £12 and £15 a night where I wouldn't even get in the bed. I don't see the sense in doing it. I really don't. Hello, Tony. Yeah, Pontins. The thing about Pontins is it's a shame. A lot of people have got good memories of Pontins because it was the only place you could really go to back in the day. People didn't travel abroad as much, so Pontins, and not just Pontins, Butlins and all the other holiday camps, Haven. You know, a lot of people are, if they haven't got memories themselves, they've got memories of taking the kids there. I've done it, pal. Look at a previous video. I've been up to the cross. I actually walked. I mean, some people have cheated and gone up on bikes. I didn't. I walked it all the way up and I ran all the way back down. The reason why I say I ran back down is because of the gradient. You are literally like that. So you start that, it's like a domino effect. You start a couple of little steps and before you know what, you're into a canter, and then before you know what, you're into a gallop. But going up took about 45, 50 minutes to get up, and I was dead when I got the top. We're talking about the cross overlooking Benidorm. Yeah, so check that out, pal. It's already in the previous video. Jessica, you must have only just recently joined us. I've just said I'm doing 5 4-star hotel reviews while I'm here over the next 5 days. The Ambassador, I'm not in. I'm not telling you which hotels. You have to watch out for the videos when they come up. Right, people are having conversation with each other there, so I'm trying to work out which one's aimed at me. Oh, cheers, Gary. First time seeing me on the live. I did a little bit of footage last night walking along the prom, and a couple on one of them double mobility scooters. There was a couple on them went past, and all of a sudden he shouted, "YouTube!" He said, "I knew it was you," and then drove off. So I don't know what he meant by that, but 43 people watching. Yes, Rob. Maybe one day I'll tell you. Let's just say I planned to do it and it was cancelled. There you go. I'm leaving it at that. Well, someone nearly got a Glasgow kiss yesterday when I arrived. We got off, when I say we, I got talking to another guy at the airport as we were coming out. He was coming into Benidorm and he asked me basically where you get the bus, the public transport bus, and we got talking, and I said, well, I'm getting the public transport bus, and so I said, yeah, I'll show you where it is, and I told him how much it would be in return, told him how to book his tickets and everything, because you better book in your return ticket to guarantee you're on the return coach, because if it's full when you're coming back and you haven't got a return ticket, you can't get on. So you're best booking the return ticket when you buy the one when you arrive. Anyhow, cut a long story short, we arrived in Benidorm, and funny enough, his hotel was literally, I'd say, 5 minutes away from mine, but I didn't know. I knew roughly where it was, so I Google mapped it. But while I was Google mapping it, some guy came up to us and offered us some leaflets. So watch out for this if you come to Benidorm. Offered us leaflets, and I told him to go away. Well, I told him to go away first of all, and then he started asking questions, and then I told him to go away. Not as nice, let's just say. Then he started asking where we were going or where we were staying. Then the not nice turned into not very nice. Anyhow, within seconds, he had his hand in the other guy's pocket, trying to get his wallet, and the other guy pushed him away. So we'd only been just got off the coach, literally seconds, and so they were hovering round the coach drop-off point in the centre of Benidorm, which is the Europa, the Avenida Europa. That's where the coach drops off. So these pickpockets are hovering round there. So when you get off the centre, it's the first time it's happened in Benidorm that I know of. Well, I'm a witness of it. I've heard of it, but it's the first time it's ever happened. He never bothered with me because I'd already told him to go away. But he worked on this other guy. He was messing around with him, having a laugh and trying to do a little dance with him, but the other guy was onto it. He was straight onto it because apparently it had happened to him once before in another country, so he knew what he was playing at. So be careful of that one. Too friendly. Watch what they're up to. Anyhow, I probably missed millions of questions now. So he might have got he was very close to a Glasgow kiss. To be honest with you, the other fella was his fellow Scouser anyhow, and what he said to him, I can't repeat. Yeah, I think we all love the all-you-can-eat buffet. Buffet in Pontins, Blackpool, that is. Try the Isle of Man. Cheap for foot passenger on the boat. Yes, Brian, there's another Brian on now. Brian Mann. Yeah, it's a little bit cold at night times. Nice during the day, it's pleasant during the day, but we are in January. So Pal stayed at the 4-star. Great food. There you go. So I think I'm up to date. Yeah, so the reason why I've come on tonight is just to let you know about these hotels that are coming up and to answer a couple of questions. Have you got any more questions about Benidorm? People want to come to Benidorm? Hello, Raymundo. Hi, Paul. A recent subscriber just stayed at the Leonardo. Ah, I'm with you. So Raymundo stayed at the Leonardo in Fuengirola. I've reviewed that one in case you haven't got a clue what I'm talking about again. I'm trying to answer everybody's questions. Yeah, it was a lovely hotel. I know it used to be the Florida Spa. And the reason why I know that was because when I booked it, it was still the Florida Spa on my receipt. And I was walking up and down the front trying to find the Florida Spa. And it had already changed its name. So that's how I know it was the Florida Spa. They hadn't even changed, or should I say, the booking site still had the Florida Spa on, and I booked the Florida Spa, but it was the Leonardo. It's a lovely hotel in Fuengirola. The lighting where you are looks much better. They've done all the street light look. They put these like, as I say, I did this on the last one. If I stand in the right position, there we go. See? Does anyone remember that? I think I've done that once before. Yes, they put these circular lights all the way up the main street, or the main centre. It's called the Triangle. This area is called the Triangle. I'm trying to get this in shot over there. The bar over there, the Robin Hood, is pumping out music quite loud. There we go. So if I point you up that way, you'll be able to see all the circular lights. Can I get it on? There they are down there in the background. See? And the fountain in the centre. It is still nice here in Benidorm, but as I said, a lot of shops shut and a lot of bars. Most of the disco club parts are closed at the moment, but they're starting to open back up slowly. I will do with your pal I'm talking to now. I will do. I'll have a little drink with your super chat. Thanks for that. Yes, the Saint. Remember it? God. Trying to think now. Roger Moore and Tony Curtis, wasn't it? Oh no, that was the Persuaders. It was Roger Moore, the Saint, wasn't it? Getting mixed up. Old age. June, you've sent another message and retracted it for some reason. I think you must have problems with your keyboard. Yes, so watch out for the other lives, any other lives that come up. If you do want to shout out a special occasion happening, I can only do them on the lives, obviously, because, as I've explained before, you can't do them on the recorded one because I still haven't put up the Albania hotel that I stayed into when I did the 5 countries in 5 days, and that was 3 months ago. Thank you, Jane, for the super chat. Yeah, Persuaders was the other one. Elaine. Thank you, Jane, for that super chat. Yeah, I still haven't put I'm trying to think what I was saying. Still haven't put the Albanian one up, and that's 3 months old. So if I did a shout out on something like that, your birthday or your wedding or your anniversary or whatever you're asking me to shout out about, won't come up till like 3 months after it's happened. I think people are having conversations with other people here. You know all these old programs because you're an old YouTuber. No, I'm not an old YouTuber. I'm so old. Get it right. You're a YouTuber and you're so old. I'm not just an old YouTuber, I'm so old YouTuber. I looked at her like, you know, when you just think, did you put your brain into gear before you opened your mouth? I don't think people do. Some people, they say things and then I feel like, wind your neck back and have a little think about what you've just actually said. You've insulted me and not even realised you've done it. Or maybe you did. She was a nice lady anyhow. After I kicked her. Right, so I'm in the Triangle. This is the Triangle area in the centre, or virtually the centre of Benidorm, with the old, I said it was an oak tree. It isn't, it's a rubber plant. There you go. Yes, I looked it up to find out what year it went there, and then I forgot exactly what it was, so I can't remember what year it actually got planted there. But it's a rubber tree. And how you know that is because tiny little rubbers, you know, that are on the end of pencils, are all growing off the branches over there. Each branch has got tiny little rubbers that are fit onto the end of pencils. So that's your rubber tree. No, I'm kidding. In case anybody thinks they grow on trees. Tiny little rubbers on trees. Yes, while we got people on, do you want me to do more lives? Because I think I've only done 3 since I set the channel up. And the channel's now, believe it or not, is only 7 months old. Yes, it's called Dunlop. I thought, I think you're wrong, Brian. I think you're wrong because I know what the tree's called. It's actually called condom. There you go. Do you know what, pal? I'm going back to Poland. I don't know when. And to be honest with you, I do have an idea when I'm going to go back. I'm going back for the winter. Again, when it's snowing. Hopefully when it's snowing. Because I want to do the hot baths that are there. They're like, what are they called? I can't think, my brain's gone dead. It's like the hot springs. But I want to do it in the snow. And... yeah, Brian, yes. I want to do it in the snow, and I want to go back again because someone's asked me what I do. I don't really know. Is it a subject people want to look at? People have asked me to do Auschwitz. Now, I've been to Auschwitz 5 times, only because I've took other people to Krakow on holiday and they want to do it. So I've ended up going on the tour after tour after tour. But if I do go back, I'll go on my own. And the reason why I'm saying I'm going to go on my own, I'll make my own way there on public transport because I know virtually the whole of the tour. So, and I can take my time and I can video what you can video. There's certain areas you're not allowed to video, obviously. But I can do it in my own time rather than running behind a guide. But I don't really know, is it a subject that people want to look at? I mean, there's enough information on YouTube as it is without me doing a little guided tour around Auschwitz. People are asking for more live streams. Right, I'll keep that in mind. I'm going to run this video up to an hour. It's 45 minutes now, so we've got 15 minutes to throw. Any more questions regarding Benidorm or places that you've seen on the videos so far? There are quite a few more videos coming up, as I said. I'm definitely going to be going back to Blackpool. I'm going to do a few more hotels in Blackpool, only because people like the Blackpool hotels, but I'm not going down the hovel, the back streets, dingy ones with no windows in, the boarded up ones. I'm not going to do them. I'm going to look for some nice ones. What I'm trying to do is look for the nicer, higher grade ones, still cheap, if you know what I mean, so that you can go to them in the future and not pay expensive prices. The hotels that I'm doing in Benidorm, the prices range, by the way. Now, I don't know what you think, but they range from the dearest 4-star in Benidorm that I'm doing a review of, is £91, and that's for under occupancy with a sea view, and it's a 4-star half board. So for one night it cost me £91, and it goes right down in prices to another 4-star hotel, which I'll be doing on Friday, half board again, with a sea view, but it's a side sea view. It's not a frontal sea view, so it's a little bit off. half board, 4-star, and that one is only £54. So the 5 hotels are going to range from £91, the most expensive, to 54. That's what I'm trying to do, to give you an option to look at the 4-star hotels at different prices and see which one you like. All half board, by the way. That's what I'm including. So I don't think £91 on the front of Levante Beach is expensive. Mickey, I've done the Big Blue. Scroll down my videos. I've already recorded the Big Blue. I actually got upgraded in the Big Blue for some reason. Apparently they do it all the time, but they upgraded me as soon as I walked in and give my name in. But I've already done that. I did that in November. Favourite bar in Benidorm? Do you know what? Over the years, I've worked in Benidorm. I worked in Benidorm back in the 90s. I worked in Benidorm. I worked in a hotel called Dom Pancho. That was back in the 90s. I'm getting a bit old now, so I like going in Gary George's bar, if anybody knows. It's called the Carousel. It's a karaoke bar, tiny little bar. It's round the corner from Uncle Ped's. Everybody knows Uncle Ped's. Do you know what I said before about the police presence? They are everywhere. That's about the 3rd car I've seen while I've been walking around. Yeah, I like that. The Western bar, it can get rowdy with the hens and stags. I don't like all that. Do you know, I mean, I like a peaceful, if I'm going for a drink, I like to sit up. I like to people watch. If I was going to go in the Western bar, I would do Monday to Wednesday. Because once it gets Thursday, the stag and hens arrive. Do you know, Jane? Give it a go. Give it a go. If you're not sure, do a small holiday. Do a small little break, a few days or a week. And pay a little bit extra. As I said, that ambassador, you can't go wrong with the ambassador. A little bit dearer, but the saying's right, isn't it? You get what you pay for. Oh, June, you're in bed with me. Yes, Elaine, it isn't bad. But I've had a couple of comments regarding the fact that the ambassador price that I did, I think that was £85 per night it worked out, but there was 2 of us sharing the room. I had comments that, yeah, but that's out of season. It's not that price in peak season. Well, as I've said, I've repeated this on the video I did yesterday. It won't be. That's logical. It doesn't matter where you go, even in England or Scotland or Wales or Ireland or France or anywhere in the world that you want to go to. January prices in hotels are obviously going to be cheaper than June, July and August. You just have to shop around, and trust me, shop around, because even the hotels I'm staying in, that £91 hotel that I've stayed in, nearly give it away then, that £91 hotel that I stayed in last night went up to 120 on some sites for the same room. So do you shop around? You've got to shop around, otherwise you could pay the dearer price for the same room. Sod off, will you, Brian? Yes, Brian, black chicken's fabulous. Absolutely brilliant. I'm in there every week. Every time I've been in a black chicken, and I haven't been in for a long time now, but every time I've been in, my table's ended up upside down and the drinks have ended up all over the floor. So give you a rough idea why I don't go in the Black Chicken. Don't know how many times that table's gone over. Do you know what? The Pelicanus and Ocas hotels were on this list of the 5 4 stars. Then I realised the Pelicanus is only a 3 star, so I had to take it back off. It was one of my first ones I wrote down. For some reason, I thought it was a 4 star. The Pelicanus, by the way, is the stand-in main hotel for the Solana from the series Benidorm. So if you want to stay in that hotel, there's nothing of that hotel used, by the way, in the TV series. People are very disappointed. The only part of that hotel that's used is the front of it and the very small pool bar at the very back of the Pelicanus. Nothing else was shot there. Most of it was shot in, it was someone's house, believe it or not. The foyer area was shot in a house up towards Benidorm Palace. There's a pink house with round windows on the right hand side as you go up to Benidorm Palace, and that's where the reception area was shot. Morgan's Tavern is where Neptune's is. The side entrance by the swimming pool on the Pelicanus was the entrance into the bar. What they did was build a false entrance on that to make it look like you were going into Neptune's. It was all phony. A lot of it was all phony. They used Neptune for the night time. That's the only place you could really go if you come to Benidorm, if you're a Benidorm fan. Believe it or not, I'm not a Benidorm fan. It's just I know the places. Joyce Temple Savage. Yes, I've been told to do the Scarborough one, but I've the Scarborough Hotel, the Grand. But I had a look on the internet at it, and it's been vlogged to death. Right, Mickey, I've just answered part of the question. Yeah, Morgan's Tavern I've been in loads of times. I've been in Mateo's as well. Mateo's has a lot of the TV series memorabilia in. Madge's scooter, the sign of Neptune's, the Solana reception desk is the bar in Mateo's. So Darren, what's his name? Darren Litton, he owns Mateo's bar, and obviously all the props that was used is in that bar. So if you do like Benidorm, you can go in that bar. Even the floating, I want to say this nice, the floating piece of poo out of the swimming pool that Kate screamed at is in a glass case in Mateo bar. And Mateo, Darren, you owe me a pint for advertising your bar if I see you. No, I don't know the Benidorm fanatic. I know Lucy, who does Benidorm stuff. I've got a itchy nose. Yeah, I know Lucy, who does Benidorm stuff. I don't know what's happening with the Britannia hotels. Cool. Right, I've got 5 minutes left of questions, and I'm going to love you and leave it because I'm going for my evening meal. And if I miss it, then there won't be any food in this hotel's vlog. And I have been on 55 and a half minutes so far. Lovely little fountain that, isn't it? I could have walked down some more of the streets, but looking from here, they're all closed. That one's virtually closed with nobody on it. That one up there that I'm looking at now, I think there's only one shop and the rest of it's closed. Right, before I go, I've got to say a big thank you to everybody who's sent a super chat. I will have a couple of drinks once I finish the vlog, and I can't go over that way. They're playing bloody BGs now, so it'll demonetize this video and get taken down. Yeah, I will have a couple of little drinks. I don't drink really. I always say that I don't drink, but I'll have maybe a glass of cider when I'm away on holiday, and that's becoming a bit more regular lately for some reason because I keep doing more holiday vlogs. You lot are making me an alcoholic. I'll probably have a glass of cider, and that'll be it then. Problem is, I've got to be up tomorrow and out the hotel again. I've got to be up for breakfast, so I can't miss the breakfast, otherwise there's no content in the hotel vlog if I miss the food. So I've got to be up for breakfast to make sure I get that part of the vlog in, and then I've got to be out the hotel. I've got to make my way to the next hotel and then check in again and start it all over again. Okay, Gary, I think a lot of people are signing off. Let's have a look. Right, so pal, enjoy the rest of the night. Cheers, mate. Brummy, yes, I'm off. Thanks for the live stream. Enjoy your meal. Julie, have a great night. Thanks, Paul. Brian, thanks for the vlog. Enjoyed it. Take care. Gary, thanks, Paul. Look forward to seeing your reviews in due course. Elaine, thanks, Paul. Enjoyed the meal. Paul. Hi, Paul. Swan and the guy. Yeah, Steve, just joined us. Just as I'm going. I've got 2 minutes left. You've joined us, so you're going to have to go back and watch it. I've been on an hour. I've got to go because I've got to try and get the meal vlog in at part of the... You'll have to watch back. I can't explain it all again, Steve. Watch the vlog back once I upload it. The live stream back again, and you'll see exactly what I'm doing while I'm in Benidorm. Thanks, Jane. See you later, Jackie. And Julie, bye. So, I've still got a minute. I'm going to make sure I do the hour. So, I'm not gone just yet. So, I think I'm going to have to jot in some more live streams, because from the comments I've had, you like the lives. So even if I go do some more Blackpool hotels, I'll do a live stream in between. I'm not sure if I can do another one this week. You don't know. I might do one on Friday night, but then again, Friday night everyone's busy. So 30 seconds, and then I'm going to say ta-ra. Brian, you're looking forward to the Presidente review. So am I. I'm not doing it. So if you can find anyone who's done the Presidente, let me know. To be honest with you, I know someone who's not long stayed in the Presidente, and they said the food wasn't up to cop. But that's not on the list, Bri. There you go. Bye, Funky. Bye, Bri. See you later. Listen, share the vlog. Share the vlog. Share the this live stream once I upload it. I've got to go, otherwise I'm going to miss this meal. It's only on for the next 45 minutes. What a stupid time. But I'm right. I've only got about 10 minutes walk, so I'm going to have to run in, throw the food down my neck, and try and video some of the food. I'm off. I've got to go. Bye for now. Ta-da!